Yo, what's up, you guys? So, I'm gonna go over today how I made my track Diddy Bop that came out recently on Rave Culture. I'm gonna go over like my thought process behind the song, how I came up with the drops, the leads, everything. I hope you learned something from it. All right, so let's get right into it. So Diddy Bop started with a little vocal sample I found in Contact. From Exhale, to be more specific. So I just heard it. I don't know which one it was. I heard that. I was like, okay, that's cool. I threw it in. I put like a vocal mix chain on it. So I used CLA, parametric EQ, a de-esser, nothing too crazy. Okay, then a sub, best sub from Diva. And that's literally it, except for the drums, which have some reverb on them to increase the atmosphere, you could say. And then you want your transitional white noise kind of effects or impacts. You always want something like that. It just keeps it nice and not boring. So the build is very simple. It's literally a cashmere fill. I use his stuff a lot. Everybody does. It's not really a secret. I use his stuff a lot. I used Endless Smile here, which I think is just automated on my master chain. On the Fist in the Air preset. And that does like all the work. You do have the synths playing in the sub, but it's Endless Smile kind of doing all of the work there. Pre-drop from the same pack. I just cut it up in the sampler or the piano roll. It sounded great. So moving on to the drop. The drop synth is actually an elephant. We'll start from the top to the bottom. It is actually two elephants. If I just play them by themselves, you get this. So you got that, and then I'll turn the mixer on, and it obviously is going to make a big difference. So just a pitch up towards the end there. All I got on these synths right here is OTT, FabFilter, Saturn, Space Modulator, or I'm sorry, that would be Supermassive. So there's the OTT. Supermassive doing work, always doing work. I love this. This is a free reverb, and it's by far my favorite. Besides Valhalla Shimmer. Valhalla Shimmer is probably my favorite. And then Valhalla Delay, which is just obviously adding delay, and then a very generous cut. Nothing too crazy. And that's all the drop synths are. It's two elephants screaming. That's it. And then the kicks. This, I'm pretty sure it says Camel Crusher on it. Yep, just Camel Crusher. That's it. We love British Clean. Such a good preset. We got our top kicks here, which are our tonal kicks, and I mix them regularly. Cut the sub out, added Camel Crusher, and then Snap Heap is adding I think the transient. I have the transient shaper on here, and that's just pretty much boosting everything. I have the attack boosted up and the sustain or release boosted like all the way up. And it just makes this huge tough kick. And then mix it with these little perks I found. And it goes perfectly. And then you got a little crowd noise going on here, a little tip I learned from God forever ago. It's not really adding anything, but all together. Sounds huge. It really does. But let's move on to the break. And then we'll go to the second drop. So the break starts simple. One pluck from Spire, which is my favorite VST by far. Nothing comes close. For Synths, at least. Very basic chord. That's what the preset's called. Which I was completely fine with having a pretty basic sounding chord progression right here. I really just love how this transitions. So I'm a huge fan of breaks like that. Like, I love them. It reminds me of trance, reminds me of everything I love. But building up to that, we have the counter melody. It's pretty much the same scale. It is the same scale, obviously, but it's important to have a counter melody when you're trying to build tensity in your breaks. Like, don't ever get lazy and try and come up with something that's kind of adding some tensity and some bounce. And then we have Endless Smile here, washing everything out, and then my big leads come in. So you'll see the automation ends here, and listen to the effect. So the layers go like this. We got two very, very basic chord synths. My top bass, which I use in everything. I made it. I love it. Sub from Diva. And then my big, big chords. Now, for reasons unknown, I am automating the widening on Focus 1. I don't know why I did that. To be honest with you. Probably just to make those higher notes wide, I would assume. But yeah, I think it sounds great. It's so simple too. Like, this whole song is like 15 tracks minus automations, literally. And I've worked 5 hours on it, probably 4.5 if I'm being honest, besides like just messing around. And then second drop. So we added a little bit of a Hoover here, which I love. So we got Gross Beat doing a bit of a little rhythm here, little third or triplet rhythm. And then just a pitch up automation, which makes a huge difference, honestly. Thank you to WW for this idea, because it originally, if you look on YouTube, you can probably find the earlier versions of this track, and like, they gave me some great ideas like for the drops, so I am super appreciative. I actually like it more now than my older versions, because it has kind of a Melbourne sound, which I do like. It sounds a lot sicker this way, I feel. And then we got these synths that come in. So these synths are just one shots I found and just glued together pretty much. I pretty much copied the Screeches mixer channel and just added these, and probably just added more reverb. But yeah, it's just some basic plucks. And yeah, I mean, that's really it. That's Diddy Bop in its entirety. There's nothing too crazy happening in this song. It's a lot of cheat codes though. But more on that in a second. So I hope this helped y'all out. I mean, I got a few questions like how did I get the song signed? How did I come up with the idea? All this and that. And to go over those really quick, I got the song signed. I sent a lot of songs to a lot of different labels. And that's part of the game. You have to send your songs to a lot of labels. You gotta get used to rejection. It doesn't matter who you are. Labels will say no. And a lot of labels said no to this song. And I'm glad Rave Culture, I was aiming for Rave Culture, and I did not expect them to like the song, and they did. So you just gotta kind of take the leap there. And just do it. The idea just came from that one sample in the beginning, and I think it's important to like think outside the box. Not that it's some crazy thing to hear a sample and make a song out of it, but even if you hear something you like a little bit, I think it's worth, trying to make something out of it. You never know what could happen. I mean, I'm super happy with how the song came out and how the visuals look and everything. Like, I'm just so happy about this song. And you could see from before, the project is very simple, and less is more, and it lets you become more creative. And it just, I mean, I don't like to overcomplicate my songs. I like them to be fun, pretty, emotional, all that. I don't try and cram too much into it. I try and just, keep it pretty straightforward. For the most part. Some songs are crazy, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I hope this guys helped you out. And if you want me to make more videos like this for more of my tracks or making songs, how I do it, starting stuff from scratch, comment, let me know. I'm new to YouTube, so hopefully we can keep doing this. But thank you guys. This is Zax. Follow me on most social media. I'll put it in the description. And peace.